Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words.
Hello there, Surfer17 once again, bringing you Interval 6 in my F.E.A.R 3 Insane Difficulty video walkthrough. And this is the first introduction to the black dog things, which are one of the most deadly enemies on the game just because of the fast and the bullshit. So look forward to that. And in the background I've got an old episode of Jackass on, and Johnny Knoxville's pretending to be an alligator wrangler with a dead alligator. Or crocodile, I don't know which it is. And he's carrying it around the streets and shitting people up. And pretty fucking funny stuff, man. Jackass used to be so funny back in the day. I mean, if you think about it, it's such a terrifying animal, cause at the end of the day, crocodiles and alligators, they're fucking dinosaurs, man. This is an animal that has lived for a hell of a long time, a lot longer than we've existed. It's like it's chasing this black woman with, oh my goodness, this shit's hilarious. But this is an animal that is perfectly designed to do exactly what it was created to do, and that is to kill. This is a creature that has lived for millions of years and never needed to evolve because it is the perfect killing machine. And they are fucking terrifying, man. I would never want to come face to face with one of those things unless I had like a 40-bore shotgun and some balls of steel. But yeah, fucking crocodiles are terrifying. But the start of this level is going to be F.E.A.R once again, putting you in a labyrinthian environment where you're walking around. It's nice and dark, it's nice and atmospheric, and then these enemies are going to turn up that are extremely quick and extremely annoying, and they hunt in packs, so you need to be careful. But the biggest problem with this enemy is, because the game is so dark and the enemy is black, you can't see them until you deal damage to them. And when you deal damage to them, these veins of like luminous, almost like magma, like lava, appear on their bodies to show that they've been injured, and they become significantly easier to see. But before that happens, they're a big old pain in the ass. And here's one of them now. There it is. Do you see it? That's what you're going to be fighting. And the best strategy to kill these things is the shotgun, but you can shoot it with any weapon, and melee attacks will work. They'll work a charm, actually, especially if you shoot it first and then you melee it, because that way you'll prioritize your ammo and you'll maximize on your lethality, and you should be able to kick some ass. But when you come up to the top of this bridge, there's going to be some soldiers to kill, and you'll notice that I use this corner here with the concrete as cover, and I keep popping up and down and killing them with the pistol. This is not a challenging environment, this is not a challenging fight. In fact, this entire level is very, very simple, and it's probably the most boring level on the game. The main reason for this, in my opinion, is because of the robot section is far too long and far too dull. But this is just standard stuff. Just shoot people, do your thing, slow motion, and as soon as you get the opportunity, make sure you swap out this pistol for something more durable and deadly. I would recommend the assault rifle or the submachine gun, whichever takes your fancy, whichever one you find first. And always make sure you've got a secondary shotgun, because it's going to help. It's going to really, really help you out when you come on to taking on the black things that I don't know the name of, but I have aptly dubbed little bastards. But yeah, I'm going to actually go on a bit of a detour here, I think. I don't know if I've trimmed it out. Because where you're supposed to go straight forward now and drop down off of this concrete onto that train. But instead, I go down back onto the area that I've come from, looking for secrets like Alma dolls or psychic links. And all I'm really doing is delaying where you're supposed to go. So you don't have to do what I'm doing right now. You can push forward. It's just, I'm inquisitive by nature, and you know, trying to find some loot, trying to find some goodies. And my rental service at this moment in time has actually sent me Rock Band 3, a game I was super excited for and wanted to buy. And I'm really glad I didn't buy it, because the only real appeal of that game now I've played it is the pro guitar and the keyboard stuff. But unfortunately, Harmonix somehow gets away with the fact, well, it's probably not Harmonix, it's probably Activision that demands such a steam price, but the utensils that enable you to play those things are so fucking expensive, you could buy a console. And I'm just not willing to. In fact, you could buy a real fucking instrument and just bypass the middleman. And I'm not willing to throw down that much money for something that, in essence, is plastic. And I mean, I don't care how well it's made, that Pro guitar, it ain't worth 300 fucking quid. Don't care who it is. But that's the enemy that I mentioned. You'll notice it's fast as balls. They jump at you, they dash at you, they pounce from such a distance. They're really aggressive too, and if there's one of them, it generally means there's going to be more, so you want to be super, super careful. But don't worry too much, because they're not that bad, really. The only times they're super bad is when they catch you off guard, or when there's more than two of them. If you get three of them, and they're in your face, and you haven't got a weapon to clear them out fast enough, they'll kill you. They will gladly kill you. I mean, look how quick they are. They're really aggressive. But your best friend is slow motion, and you can actually kind of lasso them. Not lasso them, sorry. You can do the, I don't know the terminology of it, where the matador stands there in the cape, and then at the last moment you move out of the way as they rush past you. You can do that with them, because when they jump like that just then, they always jump in a straight line. They can't change the curvature of the jump mid-air. So you can wait for them, you can kind of fake them out, and then as soon as they jump you can move just like that, and they won't hurt you, and you can spin around and you can shoot them. And you will get used to fighting them. At first they are a bit of an offence on your senses, because everything else has been so straightforward and simple. These are the fastest enemy on the game and the most annoying, so get used to, you know, being pissed off with it, because they are garbage. Just keep killing dudes, keep doing your thing. But yeah, Rock Band 3, I mean, everything about the game is better. It looks nicer, it looks sharper, its production values are high, it's got some really cool vignettes, and the only problem with it is the game. I mean, I'm kind of comparing it, because I'm going to compare it to Guitar Hero, and I think it's one of those where you can never be a fan of both games. You're either a Guitar Hero guy, or you're a Rock Band guy. You can't be both unless you're one of those psychos that 100%s everything and plays everything because they're obsessed. And don't get me wrong, I do play all of them, and I do enjoy all of them. It's just Rock Band pisses me off to high heaven, because when you start playing that game on its harder difficulties and you start doing the solos that you can knock out on Guitar Hero, because it has things like hyperspeed and different levels of hyperspeed, and it also has the more relaxed timing window. It just feels like a fucking step down, and it's so frustrating. It pisses me off, and it makes me think about the development of the games, because the difference between Treyarch and Infinity Ward when it comes to making Call of Duties is obviously Treyarch are really, really good at everything but the gameplay. Everybody complains about, you know, how it doesn't have the hit detection of the other games, it doesn't have the graphics of the other games, and all good things like that. This is not me hating on any of it, because everybody knows I like Black Ops. It's just these are what they're known for, but they're also really, really good at everything else, like the community, like you know, giving players what they want with, you know, zombie mode, combat training, theater mode, all these various different options. And then on the flip side, you've got Infinity Ward that do the game fantastically. It looks brilliant. It's on an awesome engine. It's got, you know, just the most streamlined gameplay. It's awesome in every conceivable way. And then they fuck up on everything else, like Spec Ops is 2-player instead of 4-player, because everybody loves playing fucking 2-player these days. And there's barely any options, and they'll never give you anything for free. They don't patch anything. They don't support it. And Guitar Hero and Rock Band are kind of the exact same kind of paradigms for me personally. This is just in a personal opinion. You'll probably disagree, because Guitar Hero is soulless, it is money whoring, it is just blatant cashing in, coining, milking, whatever you want to use, a genre for the sake of doing it. But the game itself plays the best and the most fun. And then on the flip side, you have Rock Band, that they get the best music generally when it comes to DLC. The set lists are fucking atrocious in my opinion, but it's all subjective. They get all the game modes you could want. They get all the, you know, innovative features like the band play when they first introduced it. They get the interactive, you know, crazy challenges, all the cool stuff. But playing the game is a fucking abortion compared to Guitar Hero, because the timing is so fussy. All of the solos aren't fun. And you can't put anything other than one level of hyperspeed, so for players like me, it's practically slow motion, and I fuck up more because I'm impatient than I'm a bad player, and it's just frustrating. It really is, but This section here, when you come up onto the top of this bridge, there's going to be another F.E.A.R commander. He's up there, and if you can kill him as quick as possible, you will cancel the spawns and it will make it significantly faster. The only problem is it can be hard to do, and a lot of the times you're not given the opportunity to kill him quick enough. So what I would guarantee is, as you push through here and you kill the enemies and you move towards the control tower to my right, make sure you have the triple burst weapon with a sufficient enough ammo in it, because as soon as you climb the tower and you get to the other side of this road, excuse me, 1 second. You're going to take on the F.E.A.R commander where you can actually finish him off, and if you've got the triple burst weapon, you can kill him before he rapes you with spawns. And if you do this, it will make this encounter significantly shorter than it has to be. If you don't do it though, there is going to be so many enemies spawning, it's just a bullshit, boring endeavour. But use your cover, play it intelligently, don't get too overzealous or you're going to die, it's that simple. And you're literally 2 levels away from the end, and the last level is about 5 minutes long. Unfortunately, level 7 is the hardest level of the game, so if you're hoping for a complete smooth sail here to the credits, you're not going to quite have it. But there you go. And in a previous video I was shitting on 2.5 Men and I was shitting on Charlie Sheen. I'm not going to go back and reconcile anything because that show is fucking garbage, and if you like it, there's something clinically wrong with you. But that does not mean I hate Charlie Sheen. Don't get me wrong, I hate 2011 Charlie Sheen because the dude's a fucking coked up sex addict retard who's gone off the complete rails and has absolutely no idea of his social perception, because the dude thinks he's a freedom fighter and a pioneer, and you know, like he is the guy that is forcing the world forward. Everybody else just thinks he's a drug addict douchebag, and that's pretty much what he is. And he's probably always been that person, you just didn't see it back in the 80s because there wasn't Twitter and things. But I love like fucking early 90s Charlie Sheen, everything from Hot Shots and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely adore it. The dude is a good actor, and it's probably what makes him a good actor, the fact that in his personal life the dude's a psycho, because creative people tend to be, you know, quite the characters, and I don't think anybody would have it any other way because they're the most interesting people to be around. But this section here, you'll notice the first thing I did was I railed the F.E.A.R commander, well, he's not a commander, the F.E.A.R soldier as much as I physically could, and that's him dying. And as soon as he dies, there's no more enemies that can spawn, you can clean them up, and then you can go and get in the advanced power armor, or whatever it's called. I think that's right, EPA. But as soon as you get in that, this level becomes just fucking easy mode, move forward, kill things, repeat ad nauseum. And it becomes very dull because the vehicle sections in this game are horrendous. You can't even defend them. You can't even be the biggest fucking fanboy of F.E.A.R because they're brown, they look bad, they control bad, and they just move A to B, shooting everything in your way. And people dying doesn't look cool on this game. People dying looked amazing on F.E.A.R 2 because, you know, the blood on that game was absolutely stylized to high heaven and just genius. The blood on this game just kind of looks like, yeah, that dude's bleeding, I've just shot him, I suppose that is the result of what we've just done. But you have to power on the armor before you can get in it by putting that switch. It might lower the bridge as well, I'm not too sure. But you can only get in this machine from its back. The other one you can get in from the front, and that's how you can tell the difference between them. And all it means is that this machine has got a shield. It can both fire Gatling guns and rockets. It also has a shield. That's what is enhanced about it. That's what's different from the last one. It's completely fucking pointless. But anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. I hope it helped. Not that it should. That level's pretty easy. But you take care now.